Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel. This is Virgo Mystic, and for today's pick a card reading, we are going to uncover some predictions for September 2024 using tarot, oracle, and tea leaf cards to take a peek into the future to see what the universe is aligning for you and what's coming your way. All right, are you ready? All right, card, let us uncover predictions for September 2024. And what does the universe have in store for you for that month? All right, we've got a first card. Nope. We've got our second card. Third card. And let's go ahead and get one more for September predictions. There we go. All right, if you would like to pick your reading by picking one of those oracle cards, then I would like to encourage you to take a moment and take a few deep breaths and center yourself and focus on what you would like to experience in September. What are your intentions for the month? And what are some of the goals, maybe, and dreams you have? And now you can go ahead and choose the card you feel resonates most with your energy. For card number one, we have Swan. For card number two, we have Firefly. For reading number three, we have Turtle. And for reading number four, we have Eagle. Whichever card you feel most drawn to, trust your intuition. That would be the card for your reading. And if you feel drawn to more than one card, then I highly encourage you to check out those readings as well, because most likely there's a message there for you. And so, if you would like to use your zodiac sign to pick your reading, then for reading number one, for the Swan card over here, we have the zodiac signs of Libra, Aries, and Taurus. For reading number two, for this beautiful Firefly card, we have Capricorn, Sagittarius, and Cancer. And for reading number three, with this beautiful turtle card, we have Virgo, Scorpio, and Leo. And for the Eagle card over here, we have the zodiac signs of Gemini, Aquarius, and Pisces. And once you have made your choice, you can go ahead and click on the link in the description box below and the timestamp for your reading. And I'm super excited to do this reading for you, my dear. Let us uncover what the month of September have in store for you. See you soon. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to your reading, reading number one. And you're here because you either chose your reading based on this graceful swan card, or if you picked your reading based on your zodiac sign, then we have Libra, Aries, and Taurus for this reading. And the swan card does have the element of water, which is all about emotions, self-expression, relationships, and boundaries. And the swan in particular is the card of elegant power, effortless creativity, and a strong intuition. It also forecasts that an inner vision is about to be released into your awareness. It's also a time for a very strong connection to the divine. And what's interesting here that astrologically, at the beginning of September, Mercury is going direct into Virgo after a period of retrograde. And so what's interesting that this one showing here for your reading, because it also have that similar message that at the beginning of the month, you will likely start seeing a shift where you are communicating and expressing yourself and your emotions better, especially in the areas in your life where you may have felt a bit stuck because of that retrograde in the past this month right now maybe you've been feeling it. and also in the month of August. And so, what this going to be also affecting is you will start gaining clarity, especially with certain vision that will be revealed to you. There's definitely a lot of reflecting that you'll be doing, and it's going to bring so much clarity into your life, especially if you were feeling uncertain about certain situation or you were unable to make some decisions because you lacked clarity, especially with in regard maybe to your purpose, your vision in life, or in general, just any decision you had to be making. And so that's going to be a very enlightening month for you, my dear, which is really exciting. And another thing about the swan is that it also brings a lot of creativity. Let me put that over here. It does bring a lot of creativity and also intuition with it as well. Yeah, a lot of healing energies that come with the swan. And what's also really interesting that around mid-September we will have a deeply spiritual full moon in Pisces. And so, which is a perfect time to release any stuck emotions, especially that this full moon is going to coincide with a lunar eclipse, and so making that release so much easier to process. And I do see that healing is going to be happening very fast for you, emotional healing or any healing, honestly. And so, since we do have this healing energy of the swan, also, that's why I see that healing being really deep and very fast and almost effortless. And so I do see you feeling more heightened intuition also, which will greatly help you in making decisions. And so, so important to trust your intuition, especially during this month. You might be surprised what could happen when you start trusting the strong intuition that you will be having during this month. And let's see. Oh yeah, both the Swan and the Pisces full moon will get your creative juices also flowing so much more easily. And so during September, I see you letting go of what no longer is serving you, and you'll be doing it with such grace and ease. The Swan is just very graceful, very elegant, and just such an easy energy about it. And I also see you connecting very strongly with your inner dreams and visions, and having just overall so much more clarity in that area. And especially if you have been thinking of doing something creative this month, like maybe writing a book, making a painting, maybe composing a song, or just anything creative, really. This month will be actually the perfect time to do that, and especially around the middle of the month during the full moon. It's just a lot of creativity is going to be going on in your life, so it's good. Why not take advantage of all this energy to help you with any creative endeavors that you have? And so, I find it very interesting how the swan and the stars and what's happening astrologically this month have just such similar messages for you, which give me this very strong impression that this month is just going to be very healing, very enlightening, and very creative for you. But let's go ahead and see what the rest of the oracle cards have to say for you. And other oracle card we have over here for you is Keeper of Time. Very interesting. And we have the owl. Your intuition is correct. Follow your inner wisdom without fail. That's hilarious, especially that we've got the owl, the swan, the stars, all are telling you to trust your intuition. That's very crucial this month for you, my dear. And we have fellow travelers. Support is all around you. Whoa. The Keeper of Time is all about less doing and more being, and just really enjoying the present moment, enjoying who you are, enjoying where you are in life, even though you're not exactly where you want to be, since we have this vision, not you don't have that clarity of vision yet. And so Keeper of Time is about honoring where you are right now and just really enjoying where you are. And with the owl, your intuition is correct. It's crazy how we have this one, the owl, telling you especially that this month is going to be very, very intuitive for you. I do get that sense that something very profound is actually going to be revealed to you, where you will gain that clarity that you need. And it's going to come to you actually through either an intuition and trust that intuition, or with the fellow travelers also. It's about having help and support all around you, and being open to that support. So I do see some kind of a support. Somebody's going to come along and help you. It could either be a person that's going to help you, or could come as a sign, especially that I see so much intuition here. I do get the feeling that for a lot of you is going to come in the form of sign. That help that you really need is going to come through some form of a sign. Perhaps you see a certain feather on the road, or perhaps you actually start seeing a lot of a certain bird coming and visiting you and have a message for you. Or perhaps you start seeing numbers a lot, or even maybe perhaps someone, a stranger out of nowhere, comes and tell you something, and you just find that it's odd, and but deep down it somehow resonate with you, and that could be also a sign guiding you on your road ahead. And so just being very careful, being aware, being centered, being in the present moment help you connect more to that intuitive energy that's coming very strong for you in the month of September. Connect into it and follow its guidance. Trust your intuition, the guidance of your intuition to actually lead you toward where you want to go. And you will get that clarity that you need, especially if you've been feeling stuck, whether it's with a certain relationship, whether it is at work, whether it is any area of your life, or even health. So any area you feel some kind of a little bit stuck, trust your intuition. Everything you need, all the messages, they're going to be coming at you, and they're going to be coming very, very strong. And so all you need to do is actually less doing with the Keeper of Time and more being present and just enjoying where you are. And that's how you even open up to your intuition even more. So that's very, very exciting for you. Let's go ahead and see what the tea leaves would like to tell you and get a little bit more details. We have the egg. Whoa! Success assured with good plans and hard work. Very beautiful. We have older woman, dealing or a relationship with an older woman. That's interesting. So that could be also the support that you need. Beetle, good fortune. Seriously, the golden egg and the beetle, the golden beetle. So this is going to be actually a very auspicious month for you. And so to get to your success and this good fortune, really, it's all about trusting your intuition. It's funny how the success and good fortune is coming through your intuition. And we have Mountain Road. What's with all these roads? You're going some places. You are on the road to success. Ah, whoa. Okay, okay. I am getting a very strong sense that you have felt a bit confused, I feel like, and perhaps even alone for a while now, where you just know you're supposed to do more. You know you want to get someplace. You just did not have the clarity of that vision that you want for your life. And that's what might have kept some of that success and good fortune uh, coming to you. And so, what I see here is things are really going to be clearing up for you during the month of September. And that's why it's so important to actually use those energies to your advantage, like the creative energies in the middle of September, and also the clarity you will gain. There is something very, very particular, a vision. Maybe you didn't know what the next step to take. Maybe you just did not know where did you want to go. All that is coming to you during this month. And so that's why it's so important to be in the moment, enjoying the moment. And I see you doing that. I see you just less doing and more being who you really are and all of that. That's really going to bring, oh my God, so much success. This is insane how success. You see that with the egg success, we've got the mountain road to success, we've got the good fortune with the beetle. It just, I feel like even you might be so lucky with the good fortune that you can go to the lottery and get a lottery draw, and then if you felt it, like in your intuition, if your intuition told you, hey, why not? Today seems like a good day, or maybe like a fellow traveler, some kind of a just a stranger telling you, isn't this a good day to actually buy the lottery? You know, and then boom, all of a sudden, like you couldn't believe it. It's just like that's how I kind of see it. It's just there's going to be signs. So paying attention to the signs. And with the swan, it's just going to be so effortless. And you're just going to be surrounded by the help and the right people that would actually help you toward that success, whatever success means to you. But I do see also a fortune is being part of it. I would say with the older women, dealing with the relationship with an older woman. I feel like some kind of an older woman in your life can also help you with something. She might come in like maybe perhaps, tell you, um, if you're looking for a job, she might offer you a job or tell you where to go to get a job, for example. Or if you're looking for a relationship, somebody who's gonna be being a matchmaker for you. But whatever it is that you're looking for, I feel like this older woman is going to be also very key to some kind of to help you with some kind of guidance and help you with some kind of support that you need right now during this month. So paying attention to that would definitely help you. Whoa, I love this. I love this reading. Let's go ahead. I can't wait to see what those cards have to say for you. The Three of Wands. Whoa, this is gonna be pretty fast. Here's the crazy thing with the Three of Wands. Look at her. She's climbing up. And here with the mountain road, you are on the road to success and climbing up. So I do see perhaps this have to do with promotion maybe at work. If you are perhaps is having your own business, it seems like you know exactly what you need to do to take your life or your business to the second level, or perhaps whatever it is in your life that it is. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen fast. With the wands, it's such a fast energy about it. And look, it's this is synchronicities and this reading up the mountain road towards success and the three of wands up that ladder towards success. This also may have to do with relationships as well. And so, because the story here, I do remember having something to do of her climbing up to look for her significant other, but it's definitely going up in the right direction. So, if you felt yourself recently that you're not going in the right direction, your life is not working out for you, you feel perhaps you are feeling a bit stuck, things are just going to be moving and it's going to be moving so fast. We've got the Four of Coins. Okay. Ah, I might have an idea here too. Let me open this. Ah, the Sun. Ultimate happiness. Ultimate success card. The Sun card. Whoa. I love this reading. Five of Coins. A little bit of coldness. All right. Let's see. Here's what I see here. Especially that we have the egg over here, success assured with good plans and hard work. And right underneath it, we have the Three of Wands, which is also about having success with hard work and traveling perhaps. And so I do see that this certain area in your life is going to require of you something that's a little bit hard. Uh, mm, Maybe perhaps where you have to actually travel to do something, and that might be a little bit hard for you because of a certain situation at home, for example, but something that might be make you feeling a little bit uncomfortable. But it is a bit of a hard work. But that is what's going to guarantee your success. So whatever it is that you've been working hard on, or you might be, and I feel like you might just feel a little bit your energy is low, a little bit of unhappiness. But over here, it's just telling you whatever you have been working on, to keep working hard on it because your success will be assured. And I feel like part of it is because that lack of clarity. You're thinking, I've been working for this for so long. Is it gonna pay off? You know, perhaps whatever you're doing is not bringing you enough happiness or enough uh, financial stability. But what it's telling you is to keep going at it, even though it's a little bit hard. Maybe it's time consuming. Maybe it is time consuming. Maybe with the Keeper of Time, it hasn't worked out as fast as you thought it would. And what the success card here assured with hard work, both of them, with hard work, keep going. You will be successful. Success is assured. Even though it might take you a lot of time, especially with the Keeper of Time, is just the trees, they have their own times, going from the seed, to a little bit of a plant, all the way to a big tree that bears fruit. So everything has a time, and whatever you're working on is really worth it with the success. It just might take you a little bit more time, but I do see that happening for you to keep pushing through. It is happening for you. You are going up, even though you may not be seeing it yet. But you are definitely going on the right road to success, especially this month. So no matter how hard maybe your work is or whatever it is that you've been working on, just keep going at it. It's what the cards are telling you. Your success is assured. And I do get a feeling that you're going to see that. You're going to see that during this month of September. You're going to start to see that that level up, if you will. And it could be some kind of a little level up in your life, perhaps in the form of a raise, in a form of promotion, but there is that level up towards success. And I am getting this sense over here with the Keeper of Time. For a while, you have been actually holding on to something. Uh, and it could be something physical, hoarding into something, holding tight into something. Perhaps even it could be emotional, like resentment, but it has something to do with an older woman as well. And so, whatever that it is that you're holding on very tight, you feel like you need it, even though it brings you a lot of misery. I feel like whatever thing that you are holding on into is not making you happy, you know it, and the other person knows it as well. And so, with what's happening this month, with the full moon, especially, so during the mid of that month, mid of September, it's a perfect time with the full moon and the eclipse to actually let go of whatever you've been holding on into that's bringing you misery. Whatever you're holding on into, you know that it's not making you happy. And so I do see you around the mid of September just letting that go, whatever it is. And I do get the sense that it could be something a little bit more physical than it is something uh, emotional in nature. But it could be also a little bit of both, but something that you feel attached to. Maybe a place you feel attached to, perhaps a person you feel attached to, perhaps attached to certain way you deal with things, when it comes to this person over here. But I do see you that finally letting that go, and that's gonna be bringing you a lot of joy. The sun is about success, it's about good fortune, it's about luck, it's about joy. And so I do see that happening right after you actually let go of this thing that has been actually making you miserable. And so once you let go, whether it's something you've a certain way you've been accustomed to doing things, I also get that message for some of you. Whenever you let that go, it's something that's not making you happy. Uh, it's just, it's like right away, boom. It's gonna bring you luck, and part of it is like actually the more you're holding on tight to it, it's actually keeping that luck and fortune away from you. It had in the past. And so letting go is going to a big key for you for all that good fortune and success to actually just flow right into. Oh my God, I just remembered something that I have to tell you. And I even actually wrote a little note on the side to remember. And I just remembered it without even looking at the notes. This sun card, literally, when I was pulling it out, it literally just flew right out. And I just got this feeling. I didn't see it until like I opened it right now. And I just got this feeling that whatever card it is, it's just gonna be coming just like that at you. It's just gonna be like coming out of nowhere, just gonna be coming flying at you. And so this good fortune, this good luck, this joy, this happiness, this success is gonna come flying to you this month. Whoa, that's big. That is huge. I love that. I can't believe I almost forgot about that. And I just like remembered it. And so that came in very, very strong. It came flying right out. And so that's going to be something. It's like did not expect it. You definitely did not expect this good fortune, this success to come to you like flying like that, whatever it is that you've been trying to manifest or you've been trying to work on. And it could be also this clarity that you've been wanting too. A part of it is just gonna become like flying right at you, like, whoa, it's been here all this time and I didn't see it, and it just like that. And it is going to be something very, very, very profound. I mean, the Sun card is a major arcana card, so this is a major thing in your life that's going to be flying to you. Something that's going to bring you a lot of joy, success, luck. It's just going to be coming right at you, just like that. And it's going to be a major, major changing event in your life. Whatever it is that's coming your way. And let's see. I would like to just see a little bit more about this. What this happiness that's going to come out of nowhere for you. The Sun card does come after the Moon card in the tarot. And that, what it's telling me, it's going to be illuminating something that you did not see in the past. And that illumination is something that we've been getting with the owl, with the swan, with the full moon. There's definitely something that's going to be illuminated for you. And this success have something to do with something after you have passed through something difficult. So it's something that you've had a difficult time getting that you really wanted. For some of you, this also might be talking about birth. And so perhaps that's something for some of you. I know this is a general reading, but for some of you, this could be yet. Especially that this month does bring a lot of healing. For some of you, it's just about finding that thing that makes you happy, finding uh, something joyful, but something that you've struggled with in the past. And so something is just going to be illuminated and it's gonna make all those tough, difficult times that you've been going through, and just like that. And it could be just something where you're getting lucky. Maybe you're gonna accomplish a goal that you set yourself for a while for some of you, and perhaps even an opportunity for some of you. And so something's just gonna be out of nowhere. It's just gonna happen for you. And it could have something to do with health for some of you. But it's very strong. It's just definitely gonna make you happy. And just like that, it's going to change from being miserable to being happy. And I do get this sense for some of you, it's just whatever you've been holding on into that you are releasing by mid of September, that energy is going to clear so much where this thing's gonna come flying into your life just like that. And so I love that. I love that so much. And with the Five of Coins over here, this is the story of the little match girl. And if you know that story, she's been having, hard time financially, trying to survive, trying to provide for herself. And so she's out in the cold, feeling left like there's nobody there to help. Where all along, just right inside of that window that she's sitting under, help is right there for her, which is so crazy. So crazy that we have this. She's sitting under this door or this window where help is there for her. And we have right over here, fellow travelers, support is all around you. I feel like there is a lot of support around you, but you're kind of not seeing that support. It's all around you. And it's about opening up. And so I do feel like when you are releasing um, all those things, and perhaps for some of you, that's one thing you're not releasing is the inability to ask for help when you need it. I know a lot of people do struggle with that. Well, not a lot of people, some people do, but definitely the people in this bio. It could also have struggle with that. Is actually asking for help when they need it. And when you actually struggle in that area of your life, you tend to not see the help when it's right there in front of you. All you need to do is ask and be open to actually receive that help. So I do see that for you. I saw that there is support all around you. And what the card is telling you, trust your intuition regarding who to ask, but also open your eyes up of who could help you. Asking yourself that. And you will be surprised that when you actually open up energetically to actually be willing to let go of that inability to ask for help and actually be courageous enough to ask for help when you need it, you'll be surprised about how many windows and doors will open for you and how many actually loving human beings there is out there that's just willing to help you with whatever it is that you need. And so just being open, being okay with it, and also that would open your eyes to the people that will be there for you to help you. So I do see you actually starting to understand that, and I do see you actually getting that support that you need, whatever it is. And perhaps it could be something as far as asking somebody for advice, you know. Sometimes we could be just especially with the swans, so independent, want to do everything by ourselves. And so asking even for advice, for some of you, it could be toward your road to success. And so I do see that for you by toward maybe the end of the second half, let's say, of September. I do see you after have letting go of so much of of the guilt or emotions that are no longer serving you or anything you've been holding on into. I do see that clearing so much energy where so many things are gonna open up for you, including support and help from people around you. And so I do love that for you because um, once you start letting go, Once you start keep going and working hard and having the right plan, and since you are getting that clear vision and intuition and getting that help and support around you, success. You are on the right road to success. Success is assured. And so I love that. Great fortune. Just a big energy shift for sure. That's going to be happening for you during this month. And the thing with the Keeper of Time is just like um, trusting in divine timing. Everything will happen at the right time for you. And so this is amazing reading. I love it. And that's exactly what I see for you, my dear. I see a lot of healing. I see a lot of enlightenment, enlightening ideas, perhaps a lot of creativity, great fortune, happiness, and just releasing the old and whatever you've been holding on into. I see that's happening also for you. And you're just on the right track. You are on the right track. And do not forget, please, that you do have that support all around you and being open to asking for help and receiving help, because sometimes I do get this feeling that if somebody asks you for help, you're probably one of the first people to say, like, yes, I will help you. But when it comes to you, it's like, that's a little bit hard. It's either because you don't see the help at all, and that's because you actually are not opening to it. And so I do see that opening up for you for sure, and you're getting that support. And do not forget to trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. It's going to open up so much for you. You're going to know exactly where you're going, and you're going to know exactly the steps to get there. And so I love, 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 love this month for you, my dear. And so thank you for allowing me to do this reading for you. And if you feel that this reading has supported you in any way, I would appreciate your support back by liking this video and subscribing to this channel so you don't miss the opportunity to get a peek into your future and gain the clarity that you need to make the best out of your life. And so I would love to hear about how your journey is unfolding and what resonated most with you during this reading. And so do let me know in the comments below, and see you soon. Bye. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to your reading number 2. You are here because you either chose this reading based on this beautiful Firefly card, or if you chose your reading based on your zodiac sign, then we have Capricorn, Sagittarius, and Cancer for this reading. And so, let us begin. The Firefly card does have the element of air, which means this energy will bring with it in the month of September for you some movement, some mobility. Also, look at how beautiful this firefly card is, and you see all that radiance and light surrounding it. And so it is said that the firefly has the light of 1,000 stars. And so this month for you, I see you shining very brightly, and I also see you having better clarity for your next move or your next step to take on your journey. And so, what is also very interesting is that at the beginning of September, we do have Mercury going direct into Virgo after a period of retrograde. And so what that means that those energy will bring clarity and momentum. And so we have two things here working for you. We have the firefly energy bringing it with it, as well as that Mercury going direct into Virgo. And so if you have felt a little bit stuck recently, perhaps confused regarding certain areas of your life, then both the Firefly and Mercury in Virgo, both these energies are going to bring some clarity to you, as well as momentum to actually move forward. And let's see, with the Firefly, I also see inspiration and creativity for you. But the thing with the firefly energy is that it's fleeting. And so the creativity or inspiration that you will receive this month can only be harnessed if you take that creative idea and inspiration and just act on them right away. Otherwise, it will be moving on very fast. And also, what's interesting is that we also have Venus going direct into Leo in the middle of September, which also brings a lot of creativity with it and a surge of passion. And so, if you have creative inspiration at that time, that would be the perfect opportunity to grab it and just run with it. Whatever inspirational idea you have, that's what the cards are telling you, and that's what the stars and planets are telling you. And so, especially that the energies of both, we have the Firefly and Venus in Leo. So, it'll definitely be helping you with channeling that creative ideas or that creativity. And so, that's pretty cool. And with that, let's go ahead and see what the other oracle cards have in store for you for September 2024. And so, okay, Keeper of Surrender. Very nice. We've got Valiant Courage. Take action with passion. Very interesting because we also have passion here. We had it with Firefly, and we also had it with Venus in Leo. So that's very, very nice. I love that synchronicity. So definitely lots of passion, lots of inspiration this month for you. Very cool. And let's see what we have. We have a blackbird here. And so the magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. Whoa, very nice. With the Keeper of Surrender, and what I see over here, somebody who has been working really hard, really grinding in the work to be productive. And what the Keeper of Surrender is telling you is there are some times where you do need to actually put in that effort, and there is some time when all that effort can be harming to you. And so, what I see you here is actually starting to surrender in the sense that you are listening to something inside of you, especially with the blackbird over here, something unique about you. With here, you actually bring light. You, in the month of September, I see somebody who's bringing light around you and the people around you. And so, with the Keeper of Surrender, is to just surrender and let that inner voice, your inner child, your inner voice, that beautiful, loving intuitions, your soul speak to you. Your soul is trying to communicate something to you about something you will be doing, something that will actually ignite that passion within you. It seems like in the past you've been kind of like, I see you like being like on a robotic mode in a way, just doing things just to get things moving. But and what I see has been missing is this passion of something that you will do that will bring those beautiful, magical qualities within you, where you will literally become a shining star, someone who would actually light also the view, light the way, the path for others around them as well. And so, with the courage over here card, take action with passion. And what I see very, very clear over here. It's very, very, very clear for a lot of you, almost everyone here at this reading. There is an opportunity that's going to be fleeting fast. Both the Take Action and the Firefly have that message for you. There is an opportunity that has something to do with really, really wanted to do, or something that really utilizes those beautiful qualities in you. But you've kind of been, I feel like you've been taking the safe road ahead. And so there might be some risk that you need to take in order for you to actually take that opportunity. But that opportunity is going to be fleeting very fast. It's not going to be there for you forever. But that opportunity is just going to bring the best in you. It's going to help you tap this untapped potential within you, and it's going to help unfold that. And so, a very, very, very beautiful opportunity. It's not going to be there for you for a long time. And so, what here is this card over here is telling you to take action with passion, not to let it go to waste. Don't let the opportunities, because opportunities like this opportunity is going to be so big that these kind of opportunities really rarely comes in a lifetime. And so, of course, you do have your choice whether to take it or not. But the cards are reminding you you have everything that you need to take it forward and to listen to your inner voice, your soul, and what it's calling you to do. Even though there is some risk, with taking it, even though you may feel afraid to take this opportunity, but the cards are telling you this opportunity is not going to be there for too long. You either go ahead and take it and run with it, and it's just going to open so many beautiful things for you, or you can actually decide not to take it. The choice is yours, but it's a very beautiful opportunity. I see you shining. I see you actually having more passion, especially if you have feeling that your life is going to was being a routine in the past, or you're feeling stuck and you want to move forward, and that moving forward is gonna come for you based on the decision you make. If you go ahead and take this opportunity that's gonna present itself to you. And so that's pretty cool. I love that. And also, here's what I really see very strongly is that you are on some kind of a journey of the heart in September, in the month of September. And so, with that type of a journey, something that brings inspiration and passion to your life. And so, with that journey, I do get the feeling that you may not see what's around the next corner, or 3 or 5 or 10 steps ahead, right? Because I get this feeling of like something really big, like a really big dream. But like if you look at that the firefly, and look at that light around it that's shining, and that's what I see. You with that beautiful light around you. And although it doesn't see 3, 4, 5, 6 steps ahead, it definitely can see the next step to take, what's going next. And once she moves around, that light around her is still there, and then the other step will be revealed. And so I do get the sense that although you may not see the entire path ahead of you, but the next steps on this journey for you, it will be illuminated. And so it takes courage to like not see the big picture, the big plan for where you are going with this, but you do have the light within you shining all around you to actually know what the next step is to take, and just having that belief and faith in yourself that once you take that step, that light is not going anywhere. It's going to be shining around you, and then the next step would be revealed. And so having the courage to take action, even though you might feel afraid to do it because you don't see the big picture, but having that courage and take action with passion, and that the next step will be revealed to you afterward. And this is just a beautiful journey that I see for you that's starting here in that month of September. And definitely there is that big opportunity. And I would love to see a little bit more details about this beautiful thing that's happening for you in the month of September. So let's go ahead and see what the tea leaves would like to tell you. And so we have older women, dealing or relationship with an older woman. This is crazy with the tea leaves. I definitely had the same card in reading number one. If you felt drawn to that first reading, or if your zodiac sign is based on that reading. So either if you felt drawn to that first card for the first reading, or your zodiac sign happened to be in that first reading also, and you pick this Firefly card, I would highly recommend you to take a to check out that reading as well, because I feel like there might be a message there for you as well. But let's go ahead and get the rest of the tea leaf cards and see what they have to say. Candle, you will be shown the way. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that. That's exactly what we've been saying. It seems like you don't see the way. You do not have a plan. It's only like the next step ahead. And with the candle, it's saying that you will be shown the way if you surrender to that inner voice that's within you and just listen to that intuition that you have. You will be shown the way. You definitely will. So I do see that, especially with the past planetary energies, that you feel like you were stuck and you just don't see your way, but the way will be shown to you in September. And so that might come through an older woman. And so an older woman in your life might have something to tell you about the next action to take. And so being open to signs, being open to messages that we receive can definitely be helpful, but you will be showing the way. That's very beautiful. Scales, keep your life in balance. That's very interesting. Okay. Wish one. I love that. A wish is granted. Whoa. I feel like this opportunity that's gonna come to you is based on something that you have been wishing for a while and just not sure how to go ahead and actually move forward. You just didn't know how to move forward with this wish that you have. And so, what the card is telling you, you will be shown the way, possibly one step at a time, even though that feels scary to you. Definitely having, you have what you need, all your inner resources, just grabbing all that courage within you, that light within you, and you'll definitely be on the way. You will be shown the way. So definitely there's a lot of illumination that's going to be happening for you in September, where you will know exactly what next to take. And this is with regards a wish that you have had, and I see that wish being granted. And for other also people, I do see that wish actually being granted in September, whatever it is. And so something big is going, a wish that you've had is going to manifest for you in September. It could be with regarding to this path that you're on, or it could be a different wish that you have had that will be granted in this month. So that's very interesting. I love that for you, my dear. And it could be an older woman that's how that wish is going to be granted to you, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. But there's definitely something this with this older woman that I would like to learn a little bit more about, and we will once we go ahead and open those tarot cards. And another thing with the scales, and keep your life in balance. Also, astrologically, we do have the autumn equinox in the last 10 days of September is when it's going to happen. And with that equinox, it's actually it is the element of balance. It's when we have a balance between day and night, where the day and night are actually the same length of time. So there is that strong element of balance, and we do have the scale. So those two things definitely go hand in hand, where there is going to be a little bit more balance between light and dark, a bit more harmony, some reflections to do in areas, especially in your life where you feel there is in imbalance in. Maybe it's relationships, maybe it's something from the past that you need to make peace with, and that's what that balance will bring into your life. And so I do see something in September that's gonna kind of actually require you to actually keep that your life in balance. So something might be throwing you off a little bit, and so you are being asked to bring that balance within your life, whatever it is that's gonna happen, that's gonna kind of make you feel out of balance. And so to bring that harmony. And so definitely the equinox is going to help you also with that, finding that balance. And both the equinox and the scales ask you to reflect in your life and to really see what area is actually bringing you, making you feel that you are out of balance. And so some reflection might be necessary over here to help you figure that out and also to figure out how to bring your life back into a balance, but you will definitely be showing the way of how to do that as well. And so, let's see. And when I actually was bringing those tea leaf cards, I got all these here in the right place. And then when I was trying to put them all away, the rest of the pile, one card actually just stayed right there, laid on the table, and did not go with the rest of the cards that I was putting away. And so I put that on the side just to go see what this card is. So I think this is the perfect time to actually reveal that card and see what it has to do. You will receive a gift. Ah, that's so cool. And since that card like literally didn't want to move and it was just kind of stayed right there, left right there, I do get the sense that this gift that you will be receiving, somebody would just like leave it there for you. Maybe you will come home one day and you feel like you see a package with a gift on your doorstep, or maybe you would go to your office, for example, and you see somebody that have left you a gift right there somewhere, or in general, like that's how I feel like this gift that you will be receiving, somebody just gonna leave it there for you. And it might have to do something with an older woman, possibly not for everybody, but definitely you will be receiving a gift, and it's just somebody's just gonna leave it out there for you, it's just staying there. That's how I kind of received it when that card just stayed right there, and so that's pretty cool. I love that. I love that. And so let's go ahead. I'm excited to see what the tarot cards would like to add in more details about what's happening for you during September. We've got the Seven of Cups. Very beautiful. Okay. Ace of Wands, inspiration. Firefly, inspiration. Okay, and what is it? Passion over here. Definitely you will have some kind of inspiration that will show you the way. All you need to do is surrender. The Hierophant. Ah, okay. And the Seven of Wands. So beautiful. Look at all those wands that we have. We have a major arcana being the Hierophant, so definitely something major. With the Seven of Cups over here, let me see if I can make this a little bit clearer for you to see. Okay. And so with the Seven of Cups, it's a card that has to do with this is Aladdin, and he's looking into all these different dreams and wishes that he has, but he has no idea how to choose which one of them, which path to follow. And so there is some sense of confusion with this card regarding some kind of a decision you need to make or which path to take. Definitely something we've seen here. And I also see that opportunity for you to actually shine, literally shine. So there is that opportunity, and just there is that sense of confusion of how to move forward. And so with the Seven of Cups, it's about trusting your intuition more than your logic with this certain path that you're on. Remember, we said that it's the path of the heart that you are on, and this is regarding for the month of September. And so, and the Seven of Cups, cups being also the realm of emotions, of the heart. And so, trusting your intuition to make your next move or to make this decision, that's going to be definitely crucial for you to move forward rather than using your analytical mind to make this particular decision, because this is regarding the path with heart that is going to ignite that passion within you, that's going to help you actually get through that untapped potential and shine. And so you are being guided here to actually to make this decision that's going to be presented to you probably in sometime in August, to actually use your intuition to make that decision, not using the head. There's always some time to actually use our analytical mind, intellectual minds, and there are times when we need to actually listen to our heart, listen to our intuition, and this is one of those areas where you are being guided to actually use your intuition. It will show you the way. And I do get that for some of you, this sign or this intuition or inspiration might come through that older woman, especially that I see it right underneath it, right? And so sometimes, you know, how you may actually meet a complete stranger and they say something completely random, for example, but somehow it just resonates with you, and somehow sometimes, I know it happened to me in the past, it was actually a message from my angels, from, you know, spirit, and it was just talking to me through a person. And so I do see that might be one way for some of you to receive that intuitive download or message. It could be through somebody who is older woman in your life, maybe, or someone, even an older woman who's a complete stranger, but they're gonna offer you something and maybe an advice. And if you really tune in into intuition, you will find what this advice is really about and if it resonates with you or not. And take whatever resonate with you. That's going to be helpful to show you the way in September. Very, very beautiful. And this beautiful Ace of Wands card. The Ace of Wands is all about inspiration, creativity, passion, all things that we have been seeing throughout the reading. And also, we do have that Venus, no, sorry, yeah, Venus in Leo, which brings with it a lot, a surge of passion and creativity in a certain pursuit. So that's actually very interesting, because what I see here for you in September, that that's how you will be showing the way towards your actual wish or path or the next step to take, is you are going to have an inspirational idea or a new beginning, and you taking it. You see how like this brush is just right about to hit the paper right there. So it's definitely a creative uh, burst, or just that in creative inspiration or some kind of a new idea, and to act on that idea that you have or that inspiration you have, because that's definitely very, very beautiful. It's going to show you the way that idea is going to be that next step that you want to take, and that will lead you to be shown the way on how to actually keep moving forward with that idea. And so, very beautiful. You're definitely going to have a lot of creativity, especially I see this happening somewhere around mid-September when Venus go direct in Leo for some of you. But you might have, for other of you, you might have that inspiration idea a little bit earlier. And so, this idea will definitely be something that will help you to show you the way to move forward with regard to dream that you have that will be granted here. And let's see, because we do have the Hierophant now, and it's right underneath the scales. Okay. One way I see this, for some of you, with the Hierophant being underneath the scale, the Hierophant can be a card for tradition, conformity, the path that's traveled by more, right? There is two paths, one that's less traveled by, and the other is the one that's very well traveled. And so there is that sense with the Hierophant of conformity, of tradition, of being on that path that's been traveled a lot. And so I feel like that's the area in your life that needs balance. And so the questions here to reflect on, have you perhaps been wanting to take the path less traveled by, but because traditionally this is the path that everybody around you have taken, is the path that's well traveled by. And so perhaps for some of you, it could be that you did not actually heed that calling that your soul has been making to actually move in a different direction, take another path for your life. And you have for a while actually maybe been confirming to the traditions and how things have been done, traditionally. And so that would be an area that you're going to actually be bringing into balance into your life to be more true to who you are rather than just conforming to traditions. Especially that I do see with the Seven of Wands over here. This here is the card. The story of John Henry, actually. It's an American folk tale. And so John here, he just stood up to what he believed in, regardless of what other people said, regardless of what everybody disagreed with him. So, and I do get this feeling that perhaps have the community or a sense of family maybe disagreeing with what you want to do or what your soul have been calling you to do. But I do see here with the Seven of Wands here that you are going to actually stand up for what you believe in regardless of who disagree with you. You just really believe in yourself. You stand up for what you believe in. You're standing up to what your soul have been calling you to do. And so I do see you finding that courage to actually keep working and just endure this fight for what you believe in to be true. And so that's how your wish is going to be granted, right? And so that's very beautiful. And definitely, I get the sense that it's people you trust that's around you, really, and they really are looking for the best for you. And it's somebody you trust who's trying to advise you. And that's what I get a feeling that this might be the area that needs balance in your life is, do you follow what those people who love you are advising you to do versus what your soul is calling you to do? And so I do this element of you reflecting on that and trying to actually move forward and take action by being true to who you are. And so definitely, I see that for some of you. For other of you, I do see that you might be receiving an advice from somebody you trust, perhaps an older person, but maybe that older woman, who knows? And so I definitely see that sense of advice from somebody you trust that's going to help you keep your life in balance. So I do see it two way, and so whichever way resonate with you the most, I would take it that way. And so I definitely see that angle for others of you. And so there might be that advice from somebody you trust that's going to help you keep your life in balance. And with that, let's see. And with this here, the way I see it for some people is that you have been working hard at something, and this Seven of Wands is a card of perseverance and just to keep actually going at whatever your goals are, whatever you've wished for, that you have been working on, to keep going, even though you may not see that return for your hard work yet. But if you keep believing in yourself, believing in what you're doing, that wish is going to be granted. There's just a very, very high chance of that wish being granted if you believe in yourself and what you're doing and you keep actually fighting the good fight. And so that is also very nice. And what's interesting, what I see for some of you is that might be also an area of your life that you will be balancing, is learning how to actually, which areas in your life worth the effort and which areas are no longer actually helping you and you are being guided to surrender. So I do see that over here, that some of the things that you need to balance in your life is to reflect and to reflect on is which areas of your life are really worth that fight, which is the things that you truly believe in, your dreams, and what you've been really uh, that your soul have called you to do versus the things that have been not really serving you, the things that really have not helped you. And so this is one thing that you're being asked to reflect on in September, and you might be making some decision is which areas are you going to actually work hard on and which area you're just going to surrender to. So I do see that happening for you in September as well. For some of you is one area that you will be balancing has something to do with that. I do see that for some of you, definitely that inspiration that is something that you really will be focusing on, that inspirational idea, something you believe in. That's huge. That has to do something with your dreams. And so I do see you making a decision. For a lot of you, you will be making some kind of a decision on how to move forward, and you are being guided and you will be shown the way. And so with that, I think that this reading is complete. No? There is something else for sure. Let me see. There is definitely something else. We've got 7 and 7. That's interesting. Okay. I do get it. I do get this message very strongly about September in general. This month would be the month for re-evaluation. Seven of cards are both about re-evaluation. The scales are asking you to re-evaluate. And also we had that re-evaluation somewhere else. Oh, yes, the fall or autumn equinox is also asking you to evaluate, to bring into a balance. So a very major theme also in this month is going to be that re-evaluation of your priorities, your re-evaluation of your desires, and what is it that you really truly desire. And so, is it comfort, for example, versus uh, a dream or an inspiration or a gift that you have, or this untapped quality, bringing those to surface? And so, I do see for a lot of you that's going to be major for this month. And it really, seven also is also a number about desire. It's crazy how we have that we've got the wishbone is being a wish granted. We have the gifts over here. We've got inspiration, desires, passions, and so that's going to be very major. And there is an inspirational idea for sure. And so with that, I do feel like, yes, that's what the seven's bringing in you, the time to actually reevaluate those desires to really, that's going to give you the clarity also. Part of it's going to give you the clarity you need. And so this is going to be a magical month for you, my dear. Now I do feel that that reading is complete, and I do see a lot of creativity, a lot of inspiration. I do see something new in your life. I do see you actually being shown the way, and one step at a time. And then I do see some wish being granted to you. I do see your life is becoming more balanced as you reflect and reevaluate. I see you having the courage to actually fight for what you believe in. And I do see that beautiful gift that somebody's going to leave for you. I would love to hear about that one too. And so, with that, my dear, thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. It has been an absolute pleasure. And if you have felt that this reading have helped you in any way, I would appreciate your support back by liking this channel. And also, don't forget to subscribe so you can actually don't miss the opportunity to take a peek into your future and have the clarity that you need to make the best out of your life. And so, again, thank you, my dear, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to your reading, reading number three. And you're here because you either chose this beautiful turtle card, or if you chose your reading based on your zodiac sign, then we have Virgo, Scorpio, and Leo. And so let us begin. The turtle has a water element, and that represents our emotional side, represents relationships, boundaries, and our ability to express ourselves. And also, the turtle have actually both elements. The water is the predominant one, but also it have the earth element. So definitely this month is going to be a mixture of how you use your emotions in a practical manner. And also the turtle carries on its back, actually it carries its home on its back. And so that's very interesting. And the way I am seeing this, that you're just going to be feeling more at home with yourself. You're going to feel good within your own skin this month of September. And the turtle also, another thing interesting about it, that it does move at a slower pace relatively. So I do see this month for you is going to be a little bit more slower, in the sense that I see you a little bit more relaxed, doing things as if you have all the time in the world, and definitely just enjoying that relaxed pace, but also being productive at the same time. Just because you're doing things slowly doesn't mean that you're not being productive. Actually, you are being very productive, especially that you're going to be feeling more peaceful while you're doing things. And so, another thing that the slow pace of the turtle symbolizes for me is that need to take your time with thinking things through before taking action. And so I do get a sense for some of you, the symbolism of the turtle also, that carrying its home on its back could mean that a possible move is on the horizon for you in the month of September. Perhaps some people are going to be moving from one house to another, or for some people, it could be just moving even to a different city, maybe a different country, even. And maybe for some of you, perhaps this could be some kind of an extended journey, maybe, where you might actually just pack all these things that you need, on your back, and just going on an extended travel for a period of time. And so I do definitely see that for many of you. And for some of you also, this September is going to be a time where you are relying more on yourself rather than relying on anyone else. Especially that we also have a new moon in Virgo. And so this new moon in Virgo, definitely it has things to do with new beginnings, new routines, maybe even in new work. And as I do these, see that aspect of it affecting you even more and being more productive, improving yourself, and just having so much more confidence in what you do. And so, with that being said, let's go ahead and see what the other oracle cards would like to tell you about your path ahead during the month of September 2024. Haha, we've got the hummingbird. Interesting. Look at all that green color. Release what you've been carrying and lighten up. New joy is on the way. I love that. And we've got over here, keeper of solitude. Okay, definitely ties in with that self-reliance. And so perhaps taking some time for yourself, doing a lot of reflection so you can actually take your time in making your own decision about what's happening in September for you. Oh my goodness, we've got the valiant courage. Take action with passion. This is crazy. I've got the same exact card in reading number two. So if you have been felt drawn to reading number two, or perhaps if you choose the turtle and your sign is with reading number two, for example, I would highly recommend you to check that out because there is probably a message there for you as well. And so, here's what I see. Definitely courage, courage, courage. I see that for you next month or the month of September if you're watching this during the month of September. I do get the sense that you are actually going to be doing something very courageous, and then you're gonna do it. You're gonna make your own mind by yourself. Nobody's really gonna help you with that decision. You're not really gonna ask anybody, it seems like, for that decision. You're gonna make it yourself, and you're gonna take action with something very significant in your life. It might be some kind of, it could be the move that you were contemplating of doing, and it may have felt a little bit scary and you felt a little bit of fear, but you know it's the right thing for you. And so I do see you taking action with passion with regard to certain things in your life. But definitely we'll get a better clarity once we open up the rest of the cards over here. What's also very interesting that both the hummingbird and the turtle, they both represent blessings. The hummingbird blessings, joy, and love. But the turtle is literally the blessings showering you from heaven and also coming to you from earth. So I do see that September is going to be a month of blessings for you. And I love that, especially that I did see that green color. And so definitely there is that sense of blessings where you just feel at peace. And for some of you, perhaps you have been carrying on a lot on your shoulders for some of you, and that what the turtle is symbolizing over here for some of you. And the hummingbird is telling you, or actually what you will come to realize during this month of September, that oh my God, I cannot believe I've been carrying all this with me all this time. It's just time to let go, lighten up, and that's just going to bring so much more joy into your life and open up doors for you to actually take action with passion. And let's see. And what's also interesting between the turtle and hummingbird, both of them is about the hummingbird tell us to slow down and just enjoy the process, no need to rush any outcome, and the turtle just enjoying that slow-paced life as well. And so it's all about divine timing, all about the right time to act. And that's how we can act with passion. It doesn't have to be speedy in order for us to actually infuse our passion into things. So I definitely see you this month of September taking things more easily, relaxing. You just have faith that everything's gonna work out no matter what. And it's just very beautiful. And I see you also taking that courageous action. Let's go ahead and just open up the tea leaves and see what these have to tell us. That way we can get some more details about all this beautiful things that's happening for you. Dragon, be aware of self-delusion. And what's interesting, both of these came together at the same time. And so, lobster, financial pinch. Okay. Interesting. So I'll leave those next to each other. Let's go ahead and open the rest. Fair woman, dealing or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. Okay. Star, guaranteed success. I love that. And a goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Oh my goodness, I love this. I see this. I know exactly what is this telling you right now. There is definitely, I do see that maybe at the very beginning, there is a sense of financial pinch. And the dragon, and maybe you're not really being super honest to yourself with that. There is might be some kind of a self-delusion with regarding to financial bench that you have. But however, if you look at how this comes back, that when you take action with passion, there was is going to be an increase in material wealth. And so being honest with yourself about this financial pinch, maybe that you, for some of you, are experiencing, or perhaps even some delusion you have about a financial situation. But what the here is telling you this card is that when you are taking action with passion, addressing this issue, there will be an increase in material wealth for you. And for some of you, it's the spiritual growth. Perhaps it's not a financial pinch. Maybe it's a spiritual crisis for some of you that you might have been feeling due to some sort of a self-delusion. But when you take action, address this issue, whether it's spiritual or financial in nature for some of you, that when you are going to take actions with passion to address this issue, there will be an increase for you, whether it's material wealth or spiritual growth. And so your success is definitely guaranteed by taking the time. You'll be taking some time for yourself, solitude, to really think things through. And so there is definitely going to be some planning on what actions to take, and you're going to do it actually slowly. You're going to take your time thinking about this and addressing this issue, and that's what's going to guarantee your success. Absolutely. It's really taking the time for yourself, think about it, come up with a plan, take your time thinking about it, and things will work out very beautifully for you for this month of September. Let's see what else I see here. And I do get the sense with having those two right here that some of the things that you might need to release, there's something you've been carrying, have something to do with a fair woman, a woman with a blonde hair or gray hair or white hair, but something with regards to this woman in your life. There's something that you need to release, whether it's some kind of emotional package that you have, whether it's some kind of a guilt that you have toward this person, maybe it's resentment regarding to this person, but there is something heavy with regard to a certain fair looking woman that you will be releasing this month that's going to help you move ahead. Perhaps it could be even you care a lot about what this person think in your life, or perhaps even it's a some kind of a friendship or relationship with this person that you might have to that you might actually be ending. You might be the one who's actually ending it, but something I feel like needs to be that you will be releasing with regard to this person in your life. And that release would definitely is going to be helping you to actually lighten up and open up to a joy that's coming your way. And so once that's something you will be doing, is what I see for some of you is releasing something concerning this person. And when you do, that's when a new joy will be opening your life. And so that's very interesting. I would love to go ahead actually and see what the tarot cards would like to tell us. That way we can get a little bit even more detailed about what's happening for you this September. Seven of Swords. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is so crazy. I just love those synchronicities when this happens. So we've got the dragon here with self-delusion, and the Seven of Swords is definitely about illusions and delusion. Very interesting. Okay. Ooh, Three of Cups, celebration, joy. Very nice. Two of Coins. Okay. Hmm. Juggling two things. Definitely a new journey, the Chariot. For some of you, you will definitely be moving, taking a vacation maybe, or some kind of a journey, maybe even moving. But so definitely this is very, very clear. And the Queen of Cups. Whoa. This, you've got two major arcanas over here. Wow. And the way I see it, that you are going to be taking some kind of an action with a passion regarding something, and it's almost like you know exactly where you want to be. You see the destiny, you see the destination in front of you. You might have hesitated in the past to actually go ahead and make that move. Maybe a little bit of fear have stalled you, but you are actually going to take action with passion. The Queen of Cups, the most passionate cups probably of all the cards over here. And so that's going to bring you a lot of success and spiritual growth. And so it's the action that's what's going to result into. And so there is that sense of fear also. I feel like some of you may be feeling a bit of afraid of taking this step. You actually do know exactly what this step is. You have that clarity. And so in September, I do see you actually having all the courage, all the confidence you need to go ahead and move forward and take that action. And that's so beautiful. I love that for you. It's definitely with the Queen of Cups. It's just going to bring so much peace to your life. It's going to be bringing so much passion to your life. It's just going to bring joy and just satisfaction. I get this feeling of emotionally being satisfied that you actually felt the fear and did anyway, did take this step and actually took this risk. And so that's very, very beautiful. I love that for you. And let me just clear this up a little bit better. Okay, perfect. And so with the Two of Coins over here, definitely there is that sense of that uh, finances is a bit of issue for some of you, where you feel that you might be, for some of you might be multitasking, for some of you having to balance between your uh, your work versus, or your work and career versus your hobbies, or perhaps between family and work life. But there is that sense of balance um, that has a financial aspect to it that needs a careful management from you. And what I see you doing, especially during this second half probably of September for most of you, that you will be taking some time to yourself and just really coming up with a plan of how to balance these aspects. And what's going to help you a lot, actually, there is that equinox, the fall or autumn equinox that's happening in the second half of September. And so that's going to help you with balancing those aspects. And what here the star is telling you that you will be successful. You will be succeeding at balancing these out, even maybe balancing the books for some of you, or just balancing between your wants versus needs, or balancing between family and your work, whatnot. But this balancing that you will be doing, you will succeed at bringing harmony to the situation after have spending some time to yourself to really manage the situation correctly and to really think about what really needs to be done here. And so I really do like that for you. Definitely, like mostly really positive things happening for you this month. And over here, so we've got, let's see, the hummingbird, and we have the Three of Cups right underneath it. And so I definitely see it's some kind of a celebration that's gonna be happening during the month of September. Perhaps you'll be invited by a fair woman also to some kind of a celebration. And I do see that celebration bringing you a lot of joy, actually. Or it could be a celebration with family, it could be a celebration with friends, or it could be just a community kind of a gathering. But I do see that for a lot of you, this celebration is going to be bringing a lot of joy to you as well. And so that's also happening for you during this month of September. And there is definitely a sense of warning. And so everything is very beautiful that's happening for you, but there is this very strong warning that I am getting for a lot of you. There is some kind of sort of delusion, illusion, manipulation. The Seven of Swords is somebody also that might be in your life or coming into your life who wants something from you, that's trying to manipulate you. And so, or it could be also just a warning to be careful about your property, especially that I have this financial pinch over here with the lobster and the Seven of Swords. There's definitely something, let's say if some of you do not have that financial pinch, perhaps it's about being careful with your property because there is something not right that's going to be happening in September. And so this is not to like make you afraid or anything, but to actually be aware that something would be happening. And so to make sure that you actually protect your property very well. And if there is somebody who's manipulating you or trying to get something out of you, to just be aware of that, that they do not have the right intention, especially somebody who's going to come to you and talk about financial issue, a financial pinch. So definitely, I do see this warning, and it will be definitely good to be careful as much as you can. And so be aware. A part of you, and with the reason I'm seeing also this, be aware of self-delusion. You might This person might just kind of, it's almost like you don't see it. Sometimes you're like, no, there's no way this person actually have bad intention. But if you actually take the time to think about it before you actually deal with that person or give them money or whatever it is for your situation, if you take the time to think about it and try to actually see those little details, you start seeing the picture that actually, wait a second, something is not right about the situation. You'll be able to um, uh, uh, see behind that delusion or illusion that they're creating. Because I feel like they're creating such an illusion for you that there are the most amazing people in the world, amazing person in the world. But it's all that maybe perhaps was just to butter you up because they need something from you. And so I do see that definitely will be something to watch out for. And possibly for some of you, it could be something at the beginning of the month because we have it right here at the very beginning. But also for some of you, I see it since it is underneath the turtle and the turtle is the significator for the entire month. It could definitely happen anytime during this month. And so just being watchful, being mindful, and you will definitely will succeed once you actually are being careful. And so and for some of you, this manipulation could be coming from this person who's a fair woman. I mean, definitely somebody who didn't seem to be, maybe seem to be a little bit too friendly. And it could be something that you have been thinking about, releasing that relationship or releasing something toward it. It could be. For some of you, it could be this fair woman. And so that needs to be watched out for. And so I did need to actually put that out there in case it does have anything to do with that fair woman. Another big thing that I see over here with the chariot is all about harnessing emotion. And if you remember what I said earlier with the turtle over here, that you will be using your emotion in a practical way. I think those were my exact words. And so the chariot is also about harnessing your emotions to actually go ahead and charge forward in a straight line. And so I do see you that perhaps this area in your life, it's something that you might have made a mistake from. And so I do see you actually using those emotions where in the past may have been regret that you made a mistake, and I see you actually turning those emotions from regret to actually a drive for you to actually make it better this time. And so I do see you taking action, using those emotions, even some of the fear that you may feel for taking risks. And so I do see that sense of regret that you will be releasing the regret, but using that emotional charge to help you move forward on some kind of a journey, on some kind of a path, on something that you have thought about. You know exactly where you're going, and so I do see you harnessing your emotions in a good way, which is going to help you have either an increase in material wealth or a great deal of spiritual growth. And so, or even maybe both for some of you, especially that we have the Queen of Cups, it really could be both for some of you. And so I do love that aspect of what's happening for you during September, my dear. Ah, actually, I got it. I got it. I got it. It's this regret that you are actually changing it into a passion because you now have the clarity to where you want to go. And so all that regret, that's what you're going to be releasing it and turning that into a passion to move forward. And so that's where there's just a lot of energy. Honestly, like when I'm doing this reading, I just feel a lot of surge of energy moving. And so I do see that happening for you. I do see that a lot of energy, although it might be at a slow pace, but just how do I say this? The amount of energy that's going to be coming into your life is so strong that even that little action that you keep taking, it's gonna be with so much force that each step is gonna take you so much. It's gonna be such a big step. It's gonna take you so much. Further along the road that you are on. Each step is going to be taking you so far away because it comes with such strength. And so, even though it may feel like it's a little bit of a slow movement, but there is just so much energy, so much emotional charge with this each action that you're taking. It's just filled with so much passion that is just going to carry you along really far. And so I love that. I love that. And the star that I see over here with guaranteed success, I do get the strong feeling that it does have something to do with something physical, and so something very possibly financial in nature, just because of all the other cards that's surrounding it. It's not really necessarily something that has to do with emotions and the heart. Remember, the turtle have both aspects, the emotional and also the physical. And so I do see this financial or the guarantee success with something physical, whether it's work, whether it's some kind of a business idea that you have, but something that you have been trying to balance within your life for a while now. And so definitely there's going to be some success that I see with some planning and thinking about it by yourself. And so that's very interesting. Wow. Well, it sounds like you are gonna have a very interesting month of September. There's definitely just a lot of peace. I do see a lot of, I do see some celebration for you, my dear. A lot of joy that's going to become your way. And perhaps even for some of you, the celebration might be just so intense. All the celebration, that's when you actually decide, oh, I just need some time for myself to care for myself. I've been around so many people this month. Okay, I just need some time to be alone for a while. And so I do see some aspect of that for you also during this month, my dear. I definitely see you taking a journey. Some of you might be moving, some of you just could be a journey of some sort where you take actions and move forward. For some of you, it could be that a move, a travel, for sure. There is that element to be just being aware of it, not to be scared, but that illusion, that delusion, that a manipulation situation that's going to be somebody wanting something from you. And so just being aware of it and call it for what it is. You know, like our intuitions are amazing at actually picking those little signs. And so being in tune with that, with how a certain thing make you feel and thinking it through with the seven of swords being swords, really just thinking, get it through, use both. Here's what I see here. This is very interesting. Your intuition and your intellect have to actually match for it to be right. And so let's say maybe in your mind you think there is no way this person can do this. They have not done anything wrong, but your intuition might be telling you no, something is wrong. So there isn't a match between what your brain is telling you versus what your intuition is telling you. And so that means better watch out because your intuition is not lying to you in the situation. But let's say both your intuition and your intellect are both in agreement, then that's a different story. That's when you know, okay, well, I am on the right track. But if there is a disagreement here, that's when I would watch out for the situation. And so I do also see a lot of ah, some love for you also with the Queen of Cups. So much passion, so much nurturing yourself, and really just taking good care of yourself here. And it's probably has something to do with this action that you're taking. You're showing yourself that you actually love yourself because you're listening to your intuition. You are listening to that inner calling and you're just moving ahead. You're moving ahead. And I just love that for you during this month of September, my dear. And I definitely just see this also spiritual growth too for a lot of you having the Queen of Cups. That's also about the spiritual aspect of who we are, having it right under the goldfish. So there is that spiritual growth that's happening within you after that time of solitude that you took yourself. Things are just going to be feel much better for you and just seeing you relying on yourself so much more because right now you're just going to be having so much spiritual growth and really connecting your to intuition so strongly that you exactly know what actions to take and you take them with such passion. I love it. I love your energy. I feel a little bit too energetic right now after doing this reading. And so I do feel that although it's going to be slow paced, it's going to be filled with energy. And you're going to harness that energy and all that emotion in just the right way to take the right action, to actually push yourself through that fear. Whatever you have been afraid of doing, you're just using all that emotions in such a beautiful way and just going ahead and marching forward. And so there is definitely going to be a lot of progress that's going to be happening for you during the month of September. And so, and probably carry on into October because I almost wanted to say October. And so I feel like that energy is going to carry with you for a while as well into September to October as well. And so I love that heightened energy. And so, with that, my dear, thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading. I loved it so much. And so, if you have felt that this reading has helped you and supported you in any way, I would appreciate your support back by liking this video, letting me know what resonated most with you during this reading, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That way, you don't miss the opportunity to take a peek into your future. That way you can make a well-informed decision and make the best out of your life. And with that, my dear, take care and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to your reading number 4. And you're here either because you chose this beautiful eagle card for your reading, or if you chose your reading based on your zodiac sign, then we have Aquarius, Pisces, and Gemini for this reading. And so let's begin to see what September 2024 have in store for you. And so let's start with the eagle. The eagle is a master of both the air element and the fire element. And so what I see for you this month is bringing a major transformation into your life. The eagle pushes us to be our best and brightest selves. And so I see you doing something this month that will make you much better than what you now appear. I see you this month taking control of your life, which is going to lead to an awesome transformation. And the eagle also is a messenger for spiritual knowledge. And so I feel that this month you will receive some valuable information that will help you along your path. And I also get a sense that you will start seeing things from a different perspective. Also, seeing the big picture. I see you taking personal responsibility and raising your vibration and to raise your vibration to really match where you want to be, to that vision you have of your life rather than where you are right now and staying at the vibration where you are right now. I see that happening for you during the month of September. And so, with that, I would love to see what the other oracle card also have in store for you during this month. Another thing also with the stitch card over here, after I went ahead and picked your tea leaf cards, the stint actually just kind of slide out and literally just was right there upside down where I can see it. And I know it has something to do with this reading here regarding a temporary situation, probably that will be happening in September. And so I would like to keep it over here and see how would that gonna be affecting your reading. Let's go ahead and see what the oracle cards have for you. Blue Jay, the time is right to access and master your abilities. Do this with humility and control. And so definitely there is that sense of control coming to us from the eagle and also the blue jay. So that's very beautiful. I see you actually taking control of your life, taking responsibility for your life, for your action, for the way you see things, for your thoughts, and also the way you are mastering your ability. I love that because the eagle is also a master, and we have the blue jay who's also a master. Interesting. The keeper of game. And so it's all about the game of life, right? Ah, very interesting. Surrender to the journey, release control. Very interesting. Because we do have the eagle, which actually flies with so much control. And over here, we are being told to actually surrender and release control. So will be very interesting to see which areas of your life you're going to be releasing control and which areas you're really going to master. And the way I am actually getting this right now is actually release control of the things that you actually cannot change, trying to control things that's not really in your hands. And so here, releasing the need to control the outside. And so I see you actually starting to release control of the outcome and really focusing in controlling yourself, controlling your thoughts, controlling your actions, and just actually making those decisions. You're taking charge of those, but you're actually surrendering the outcome and the control for how things will turn out. Right? With the keeper of game, you're trying your best, and you have absolutely, we don't really have control of the outcome. We can only control what we actually do. And so that's what I see for you in the month of September generally. And so let's go ahead and get to the details and see what the tea leaves also have to tell us about this month of September. Work, achievement, success, right underneath the eagle. Ah, I love that, the ant. And so definitely you are having control of your work and what you would like to achieve, the vision that you have of the success that you want, that's what you have control of, your vibration. And so you do have a very good control over that in September. And so let's go ahead. Ring and marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Very interesting. And we have pig, be aware of greed. And we have a jug, light-hearted, carefree time. All right. What I see strongly here for you, some kind of an opportunity that's going to put you outside of your comfort zone is going to be presented to you. And so you have the choice to take this opportunity, even though it might be uncomfortable. And this is what I see this temporary situation being. The discomfort is going to be temporarily. And so if you do go ahead and take this opportunity, it could be something that would be helpful for you. And also just having lightheartedness and carefree time and not really I see you not really trying to control the situation or the outcome and just trusting your intuition, trusting the journey and how it's unfolding. And so I do definitely see some carefree time, you having a lighthearted conversations perhaps, and just in general, I do like feel this very peaceful time during the September for you. And so, although you will be working hard to achieve your success and your vision during this month, it might make you a little bit uncomfortable. However, just having that lighthearted attitude, and I see you raising your vibration through actually having that lighthearted attitude that would help you actually achieve those success that you're looking for. And especially that I see you releasing control of the outcome. You know you're doing your best, and that's all what you can do, right? And so that is helping you also to just, not to worry too much about it. And that's definitely that absence of worry and just uh, having trust in the process and in the journey, that's going to be helping you raising your vibration during this time. I do get a sense that something has been making you feel a little bit uncomfortable, some kind of an opponent perhaps, and there is that element of greed that you need to be aware of. So you can either, it could be somebody who's greedy in your life, perhaps, and it's been making you uncomfortable. So you do have that a chance or a choice to either confront this person and or confront the situation, or to actually just retreat and see how it plays out. But there's definitely some kind of a decision that you're going to do, whether to confront this uncomfortable situation that has something to do with greed, or to actually retreat and see how things will go. And so, time is right to access and master your abilities to show humility and control. And so, with this ring over here, definitely there is going to be either an actual marriage happening during September for some of you, or it could be actually a business type of a marriage, some kind of a partnership for some of you, especially that we have this under mastering your ability. So, I do see that helping you with achieving something over here. and it could be really some kind of a partnership. Doesn't have to be romantic. It could be romantic for some of you, but I do feel a sense that for the majority of you, it's going to be some other type of a partnership, perhaps in business or something that will help you actually access and master your abilities. And so that's very interesting. And the way I see also this one here with the pig, it could be that you might feel tempted to be greedy within a situation with some kind of a game, perhaps that's partnership that's going to be happening. Perhaps you might be feeling, it could be you who's feeling a bit greedy. And so this card over here warns you of being too greedy, but it also could be the other person who is actually greedy and to be aware of it as well. And I do get this sense it has to be something that either with a partnership or with somebody that there is some kind of a power struggle maybe with, and it could be something even romantic for some of you. I would love to go ahead and actually open these cards just to see also what's happening for you. But there is definitely a situation, a temporary situation also, that where greed might play an element in. And so over here we have the Nine of Wands. Very beautiful. We've got the Magician. Woo! Major Arcana. And look how funny this is. We have the Magician, which is a master of all the element, a master, right? Right underneath the Blue Jay, who's also time to access and master your abilities. Huh, very interesting. Here's what I get over here. I do see you actually mastering an ability, perhaps perhaps through a help from someone who's going to be your partner about this ability, whatever it is that you're trying to master, whether it's, I don't know, yeah, singing, maybe reading cards, maybe writing, but some kind of a ability that you're trying to master and have control of has something to do with a partner who's going, you both are going to be helping each other with it. And with magic, magic is definitely this this actually partnership that's going to be happening for you in September is going to kind of bring a sense of magic and transformation to this ability where both of you are going to be benefiting is the way I see it over here. Whoa, and we have another major arcana card, Judgment. Ah, very interesting, right underneath greed and right before the release of control. And this is what I see. I do feel that for some of you, you might have been actually some kind of a struggle, like I said earlier, power struggle, control struggle, perhaps something that have to do with the actual court and some kind of something with the law, perhaps. And so, whatever that situation is for you, is going to be ending where the judgment is going to be released. So, whatever happened in the past, that will determine how this judgment will be. And so I do feel like this might have something to do with something of somebody who has been greedy. Hopefully it's not you who has been greedy, but whoever has been greedy, I do get the feel they're gonna be the losers for this judgment. So hopefully you are actually on the right side of this judgment over here, and your actions have been uh, the right actions for you. And for some of you, this could be a relationship. It definitely has something to do with another person because I do see this right here with there is an element of two people here. And so I do see there is going to be with judgment an end for something, whether it could be a relationship where you felt maybe the other person is just too greedy, or maybe perhaps that person just was making you feel uncomfortable. It could be a romantic relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be something with family, but some kind so for some of you, it could be an end of a relationship struggle. So it's either a relationship struggle or the end of the relationship, or it could be the end of the struggle. Or for some of you, this might have something to do with law, where there's going to be an end to this dispute. And since I do have this big over here with the element of greed, I do feel like some kind of the struggle or the problems may have something to do with perhaps even either the person was too greedy in the sense they wanted too much money than what they deserved, or they were actually not putting as much effort into the relationship as perhaps you were putting. And so there's definitely that sense of imbalance, and that is going to kind of, that struggle is going to end. And so it could end with the end of the relationship. It could end with just the end to a struggle where you both were able to actually talk about it, discuss it, where you confronted the other person and you were able to reach some kind of a conclusion. But there's definitely going to be a conclusion to either the struggle or to the relationship, perhaps. And with that ending, I also see there kind of a possible financial um, reward that's going to be happening with according to that conclusion of this struggle. And so there's definitely a sense, and that's something that has been happening in the past. The judgment is very um, that does have something to do with the past as well. And so, and it's also a major arcana. So this has been taking a lot of your time, a lot of your energy, I feel like. And so this is going to be ending for you during the month of September. And so there's also a chance of forgiveness, a chance to actually just make peace with the past and also leave it behind, to actually move on and start in you. And with that, oh, and we also have the Nine of Wands over here and the Hierophant. Whoa, three major arcanas for you during this month. That's amazing. Wow. Talking about transformation, this transformation is going to be happening in so many different ways, different areas in your life, especially that we have the Magician, the Judgment, the Hierophant, we have the ending of something here. Whoa, okay. And I do feel like this may have something to do with some kind of an agreement that you made in the past. I do get a feeling that you have made over here. Let's just, okay, focus on the Nine of Wands for a second. And so, some kind of an agreement you made in the past, you feel that is too much of a burden for you right now. And so, with the Nine of Wands, there's also a sense of some kind of an ending to that burden. So something you were burdened with for a really long time, based on some kind of agreements you made. I feel like you are somehow are going to be released from that agreement, whether you actually take action to end it, or if it just ends by itself, or the other person ends that agreement. But I do see that happening, where you will actually get successful results and remove that burden. That burden is going to be removed from your life. And so I love that. I love that. That's very, very nice. And I do get this feeling, somebody who is actually very wise, also who have like light-hearted energy about them, they're gonna help you with something. They're gonna give you some kind of advice during this month that's gonna help you with actually, um, let's see what they're gonna help you with. Yes, actually, to not worry so much about this problem because you have this burden, you have this greedy person in your life who has been for a long time, probably, I feel like, has been really burdening you with a lot of things. And I feel like this person who is older, wiser, and can help you actually find just have light heart about that whole situation to help you that release control of the need to try to control this situation. The judgment is out. energetically already. And so there's really not much that you can do at this point. And so I do feel like that it's going to go in your favor, whatever this problem is over here. And so I do feel like somebody does have that advice for you over here as well. And it could be also for some of you that this advice is what gonna help you actually during this month to resolve this problem. No matter what, the problem will be resolved. I see it happening, and it is temporary, this problem, even though it have might have taken a lot of your time in the past, but right now it's a temporary situation because I do see it resolving very soon and for your favor. And so perhaps this person who is wise, somebody who you trust, does have a piece of advice for you that could help you along your way along this particular issue. And so let's see. I would like to know a little bit more about here. And this over here, it is about your dreams or some dream that you had, whether it is romantic for some of you, or maybe it is a business dream for another of you, whatever your situation is during September. I do see that the conditions are perfect for success, especially that we have the end over here with work. You will achieve what you are setting what your dream is and you will succeed. It's perfect. It's like everything is aligning for you. I do see you mastering some kind of an ability that's going to help you also with succeeding with this dream. And so I love that. I do see that very positive. And the marriage could be also about a, for some of you, it could be you're actually maybe getting married in September, or it could be somebody you know or close to you is getting married. And there is that aspect. For others, it could be an actual that business partnership as well. And I do get this feeling it's mostly that business aspect for a lot of you, especially that it has something to do with skills and ability, where we have the musician and the blue jay. And the timing in September is going to be just perfect to actually achieve that dream, to actually succeed at whatever it is that you are trying to accomplish here. And so definitely a lot of good things are happening for you, especially with the end of a chapter with things that have been burdening you for a while. And so there's definitely a major transformation. And I feel like with that release, with this thing ending over here, with that greed situation, or with also with the burden that you've been carrying for a while, I feel like that release is what's going to help you to actually take control of your life. I do see you taking control, taking responsibilities. If you've done something wrong, you are going to actually take responsibilities. And you're not gonna worry too much. You're not gonna be feeling guilty about what you've, of your mistakes. You're just gonna learn from your mistakes and take your power back. You're like, okay, this have ended. I'm done with it. I do see you forgiving even actually the other person who have wronged you, and that's gonna help you release and transform your life. Move on. There is a major transformation and all that load. I feel it just coming out. And it's just going to bring so much, free up so much of your energy where you're actually working on the things that matter. I do see you actually working on and starting to work on the things that matter in your life, taking care of the relationship that matter for you, and just leaving that behind, leaving that past behind. And so you are getting to see that this was only temporary, and now you're actually looking at the big picture of your life and where you're going, and you're gonna appreciate this, that this has been part of your journey, and you know that okay, it taught you something. You're going with a judgment card, you are going to learn some kind of a lesson um, that's going to help you actually to go ahead and move forward in your life with just such having that light lightheartedness and carefree, you're just gonna stop worrying about all these problems because they're gonna end too. And also you're not I see you not dwelling over whatever the judgment is. You're not gonna dwell over it. You're just gonna know, okay, it ended. What's in the past is in the past, and you're looking forward to what lies ahead for you. And let's see what else. I feel like there's still another important message here for you that I'm trying to sense. I do get that sense of originality, and I do feel like with here that you do have actually a lot of skills, especially having the magician, right? The magician having a mastery over all the elements, the air, the fire, the earth, right? All four, and the water, all four actual elements. And well, there's more than four elements, but that he has mastery over at least those four. And so with the blue jay also over here, access and master your abilities. And I do get this sense that you are going to be so original with how you are going to master and also blend different areas of your life, different abilities that you have, different abilities, and just blend them and just make something magical out of them. I do see that very clearly for some of you. Not only mastering your abilities, but actually blending different abilities in such a creative way. And that's very interesting. Definitely, also the eagle is a master, so we definitely have that sense of a mastery very strongly here. So I do feel like you have so much to look ahead toward that. Success, lightheartedness, some kind of a partnership happening this month. So for sure, I do feel like there is just so much of the past burdens are just going to be just gonna leave your energy. You're not gonna be worrying about those, and actually, they're going to leave your energy completely. It was only a temporary situation that's going to leave in September for you, is what I see here. And I also see you tapping so much into your inner resilience. This is coming to me very, very strongly right now. You're so resilient and you're tapping into it and you're weathering any storm coming your way. Ah, and all that problem that happened in the past, that was the eagle's way of actually pushing you forward. So you can actually become this bigger version of who you are meant to be, not the person who you have been in the past. So although it has been uncomfortable and there are those struggles, it's helping you tap into this inner resilience that you have about you. It's helping you actually access those abilities that you have within you. It's showing you what a true, amazing musician you are. In a sense that you can actually do make things a reality for you. And so, that's the strong message that I've been trying to come out of me finally. And so yes, that is what's happening over here for you. And it's just going to have a major transformation in your life. You're going to see how strong your wings are and help you soar to so much new height, things you have not have even dreamed of. Success is yours. You will achieve whatever, with the magician, whatever you set your mind and heart on, you will achieve. And so that's part of your lesson, is whatever you have been going through is showing you all that strength, all the abilities that you have within you, and it just was helping you, kind of giving you, I won't say it was not a very gentle push, it was a real push. I feel like with the eagle, he was pushing you a little bit too much, but it's all that was to see those things that were not in your sight before. And you are going to see all that during this month of September. Whoa, okay. With that, I do feel like this actually reading is complete. Very interesting. Definitely major transformation happening for you, my dear, in so many different areas of your life. And so, definitely do not, I do see you actually not worrying too much. This is a temporary situation. It will help you see your true potential. You are a master at some skill that you are harnessing right now, and it is amazing. It's have shown you, this experience has shown you so much of who you actually are, that you're actually taking now your power back. You're actually standing by your decision. You know exactly where you're going. And that's why you're surrendering actually to the outcome. You're releasing control of the outcome because you right now know all you can do is take action, do your best. Do what you actually feel and think is the best action to take. And so, my dear, thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. It has been a pleasure. And if you feel that this reading has supported you in any way, I would appreciate your support back by liking this video and letting me know about what resonated most with you during this reading. And also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the opportunity to take a peek at your future. That way, you are prepared and you have all the clarity you need to make the best out of your life. And so, thank you once again and see you soon. Bye.